I know. It's been a long time. A lot of things have been happening, behind the scenes. Or just a lot of real life stuff, work-life balance, things like that. Stuff that y'all don't need to worry about. But why I'm making this video is because I think I may have finally rekindled my flame for video editing. I had an idea in mind for a while where I wanted to make a channel intro. I've never had one before, and I kind of wanted to make something. Well, first I wanted to make a new logo because I've had the same one since like 2007, and at the time I didn't realize when I made it is that I apparently was mimicking the EA logo from around 2005. You've probably seen it in games like Burnout Revenge and Black and stuff like that. But yeah, I've had that same logo for like ever, and I'm looking to change that, but that'll be a project for another time. Right now, what I wanted to do was just make a fun little intro for my videos, and I wanted to make one based on the Mission Complete screen from Metal Gear Acid. So just yesterday I had recorded a short snippet from a long play. I believe the channel is called Silent Long Plays. I'll put a link to the video in the description. So I just wanted to pretty much recreate it, but instead of having the mission complete, text, I would simply have my username in its place. And y'all know me, when I want to do a project, I kind of go overboard, even for something as simple as this, because I want it to look like perfect. Like, I want to make sure that everything looks the way it's supposed to, everything lines up perfectly, and to be honest, I kind of miss doing this. Like, I love having an idea in mind and putting in the time and effort to execute it and make sure it comes out good. But yeah, like redoing all these animations and details, there's a lot going on here. Like, just as an example, let me turn off the visuals from the footage, and I got this generic gray background here so you can see how it actually looks for a moment. So, at first it seems kind of simple, and it's not too complicated, it's just very time consuming, that's the thing. So, you see all these little flashing black spots everywhere. So I made 4 separate layers for each of these, assuming there might be 3 or 4 on screen at a time, and I would just make new ones every time. But it's not as simple as just, drawing a circle. I would have to, use this solid color thing, put a new one here, right click it, do the video event FX. Well, you can't see that in OBS, but I would add a video effect to it, the cookie cutter, which basically reduces everything to a black, circle. And since I already had the, this is already just a black, screen, then it would cut everything down to a circle. And I would do that basically for every single time it shows up. So there's a lot of this happening, and each one lasts for about 2 frames. Some only show up for like 1 frame, so I had to scrub back through the footage to make sure that it was consistent, and I made sure that I didn't miss any. I would not be surprised if I still did miss something, and if I did, I'll go back and fix it. It's no big deal. But in any case, I think I got all of them in there. And then the same goes for the text. Like, some of the flashing text, it shows up for 2 frames, sometimes 1 frame. You got some 2-frame ones here, then a 1-frame one over here. So it's just very, time consuming. So I would do that. And the funny thing is, my plan at first was to just have, the 4 layers, sure, but then I would just have one long single, you know, strip of the black space. And then what I wanted to do was to actually animate this, but, you know, do it on keyframes and stuff. And at the time, I thought I had something going there, but I have no idea what Sony Vegas was doing. It just kind of messed things up. Like, I would put a keyframe here, then another one to indicate, okay, you want to hold that frame. Then when it changes, then I would add a new one. But when I did that, it didn't always consistently keep the. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. I don't care. But I decided to not do that and just do it this way instead, and I got what I wanted. But see, that's why I love video editing. I love having an idea, running into a problem, coming up with a solution, and then following through with it, and then it works. I love that stuff. And let's see, so yeah, I did that. And then the kind of fun part was having these little big black circles with the that white bar here, the black one there. Then it would extend a little bit. And see, it doesn't even really animate, it's just like, it's like one frame, I'll show you, like one frame, it's like this, then it's like that, then it goes out a little bit more, then it disappears, comes back, and then disappears. And it happens so fast, you probably wouldn't even notice it, unless you were, you know, doing it like me and just going through the timeline very slowly. But, so you did the same with that. Then, one by one, each part of the text would disappear, then the big circle disappears, and then I had a few more of these things to animate here, and then that's basically it. So what you end up with is a pretty, like, not one-to-one, but pretty close, you know, version of what the original looked like. So here's the original. Right, it's pretty good. And then there's my version. You know, close enough. You know, it's close enough. I think the only real issue that I have with it is that I couldn't get a good typeface for this. Like, I'm just using impact font for this, and I think this is it Tahoma? Hold up, let me check that. Let me see. Text. What is this? Yep, that's Tahoma. Yep. So, yeah, you know, that's what I've been doing in the past 24 hours. As always, putting way too much effort into projects that only last for a few seconds. But on the bright side, I only have to do this once. So now that it's done, it's done. You know, I can just take that that customized intro and just put it in my videos. I do still want to have a way for it to like transition into my video, where I might have like a circle here and have it do that little, I think it's called an iris out, when you have the circle expand and then it, you know, transitions into the actual video, where I might do some kind of like a masking thing to have it, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, that. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I will get back to doing other stuff eventually. It's just, I've got some things to work out. And when they are worked out, and you'll know when they get worked out, I'll get back to doing the usual stuff. So, till then, see ya.